welcome to the sideboard here at the StarCityGames.com Team Open in Baltimore, part of the SCG Tour, brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Nick Miller alongside Jim Davis, Nicole Callahan, and Jay Imperiale. A squad here that you've played with before in parts.
This is a motley crew. Yes.
And you know, I want to know, because you have MGG to take care of with some of the teams, so you've got the Jessups and Scarin battling. You know, your other teammates are out in the field as well. How'd you come together with this team, and you know, what's so special about this team? Because you always want to play with these people.
Yeah, I found them outside, you know, wandering the streets, and I was like, I figure, you know, let's bring some people in. Now, I mean, with the team, it's like always awkward with team events because you always want to play with your friends and stuff. And like, obviously, everyone on the team is friends, but we have like other friendships as well. So Dan, Andrew, and Frank are all playing together as like the MGG team. Then I believe Brad is playing with Ryan and Harlan, and then Ben is playing. I'm not sure who Ben's playing with.
Michael Conroe and Daryl Ayers. So they're all over the field.
Right. So you know, we're all from different areas, obviously. So team events are kind of the time to have fun with your friends. Me and Jay have been traveling to events for like a million years. We used to go to Pro Tours together and stuff. We had a very romantic trip to Paris together for
City of Love.
Yeah, the World Championships.
I've never been to Paris.
In 2006, correct. And, but yes, I mean, we've been to a lot of Pro Tours and stuff, and Jay's been not playing as much. I mean, obviously Jay's married now and has 2 kids, and of course Nicole's my girlfriend, and she used to play a good amount. You could talk about it, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if anybody, we just recently bought a house. I work a lot. We have a little boy at home who just turned 7. Hi, John. But so I haven't been able to play as much recently as I would have liked, but Jim had a B seat open, and I've been grinding on Moto for the past 2 weeks.
I told her you played like at least 10 leagues on Moto. I think you capped that.
I think I hit more. I really feel like I played like 15. I really do, like upwards of 15, you know, so wanted to feel prepared. We're on our way down to our house right now in South Carolina.
Yeah, we're actually going straight from here to our house to go work on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is probably somewhat of a celebration event for you guys, because you just got the house and everything. Yep. So you've got this, you know, and you guys are doing the Magic stream as well. You know, you host it, and then Nicole's jumping in all the time, especially during the marathon.
Yeah, that was something.
Oh, that was something.
We did a 48-hour new house-a-thon.
How were the hours split up there?
Nicole covered for me for about 5-ish hours
a
each
day.
night. I went to sleep around 2 a.m.
I tuned in a couple of times, and both times I saw she was on, and I was like, well, this is the Nicole stream.
That was the morning show.
It was the hashtag upstairs stream.
Yeah, it's Nicole. And John did a draft for us too. John's 7. And John's been learning how to play Magic, but he doesn't really know how to draft or anything, obviously. So we did a draft where he just drafted for me, and then picked all the cards for whatever, no help at all. And then I was woken up to come down and play with the deck he drafted.
I'm sure a 3-0.
Oh, you know what? It actually started out like not bad. Like he drafted like it was dinosaurs. So he's just like, whoa, there was like the green, like a 2 green dinosaur. He's like, that dinosaur. And then he picked like the green-white dinosaur. I'm like, all right, we're going into green-white dinosaur. That's an actual like thing. I was like, okay. And then he opened up pack 2, and he like picked some weird like, you know, like blue card. I'm like, what? And he's like, I don't want any more dinosaurs.
Correct.
So I'm over the dino.
Yeah, we lost in round 1. That was a competitive draft on Magic round 1. We tried that.
But yeah, overall the stream went great. You know, had the house.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Got some work to do on it, but yeah. So you know, on the way down, we decided to squad up. So I was going to be here anyway.
Talk about, you know, getting to play again, because you don't get to play all the time. But that's something I've noticed at these team events. People who have played before, I know from the past, get to come out and play, you know, in something that they don't have to grind 3 months in a row for or prepare for. You just kind of jump in and play.
So I think, like, you know, when you're working a lot and family at home, you probably only, like, I try and go to a tournament a quarter. So like every 3 months, I pick like an SCG event. You know, I've been to Orlando, and you know, one that'll be really cool. I generally take the family, and I did this time, so my 2 girls are, you know, exploring the city. But I think the team event just makes it so you get to play a Magic event, which is awesome, but then you get to, you know, still spend a ton of time with your friends who you don't see probably as often as you'd like. So I think it's like the perfect tournament to say, hey, let's just do this, and you know, it's like double the fun and still play at a good tournament and stuff.
Right, and I've seen you even play with people like Max Tietz, you know, people that played a long time ago, come back, and these events are just always welcoming for everyone that kind of gets into it.
Yeah, I've been dragging Jay and Tietz to a few of these. I mean, Tietz also, same idea, kind of like semi-retired. I mean, he moved to Florida with his wife, and they have a beautiful house. And Tietz was working really hard doing computer stuff, and hasn't played too much lately. But again, every once in a while, it's like, hey, team event, let's go play. And like
so with the team formed, how did you figure out what deck and which format all y'all would be playing?
I mean, I was locked into Standard because like they both haven't played a ton lately, so they're more familiar with the Modern and Legacy cards. And then, I don't know.
mean, well, you had the reanimator deck for Jay, so like that was pretty cool. I love the reanimator deck, but I like for me to come back and learn the ins and outs of Legacy. Legacy is kind of like I don't want to say like a shrinking format. There's just like less of it now. So like I haven't gotten nearly as many reps in Legacy as Jay has. So I think, and Modern seems to be on the right. It was just easy for me to just
even if you look at our deck selection, I mean, having like that we don't play probably as much as Jim. Like this playing like Black Red Reanimator is super streamlined. You know, you don't have to know necessarily everything, and pretty similar with Tron. Obviously, it's good to know. But
Black Green Tron,
you're kind of doing
just
your
like
thing.
Tron, Karn, Stone Rain, go.
That's another thing you see with a lot of the teams is they have a specialist or a deck that they know that they can come back to and count on, and that's something that you can do.
It's actually worked out well too, because like these are actually the 3 decks that I've played in my most recent Legacy, Modern, and Standard event.
So you can lend a little bit of advice.
Right, so it was good because like I was able to coach a little bit and like kind of give my expertise as I've been playing it, and then they obviously can take that and kind of go from there. And then, if I finish quickly, hopefully with my Hazard deck, I can help out a little bit, and vice versa. So.
Okay. Although I don't think you usually finish quicker than the Black Red Reanimator deck.
That's true. Although Jay's had a rough day. Every time I look over at Jay's board, there's always at least one Leyline of the Void, and at least 2 other lock pieces in play, like Caracas, a Containment Priest, a Chalice on one.
It's tough sledding out here sometimes.
Jay's had a rough day.
It's been pretty rough over there, but it's a lot of fun.
It's been a rough day, but I mean, you guys have been playing these events before. The team events are great. Wizards is using some of them next year as well.
Oh yeah, it's really
so you guys got to be excited to be playing this and being at the forefront of these formats as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely it's a lot of fun. It's really fun to kind of like. It's good to lose and look over and be like, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's do it. Pick me up or whatever. Or where your teammates loses, like Jay, that was a rough round with like Caracas and Leyline and Containment Priest. I'll get you this round. And it feels good. It's fun.
And even speaking to the team format more, I think it's cool for like older players like myself to come back and play, but. Like if I were a newer player, I'd imagine it'd be pretty encouraging too to come with my friends.
Yeah,
and, even my sister played, and like we've talked about like her just tagging along, and her not feeling uncomfortable that she hasn't played in years.
All right, wrapping it up. You guys got anyone to shout out or anything? Talk about the event or anything?
Yeah, so I want to say hi to John, our son, and John's been doing a thing in school. John started playing Magic a few months ago, and he has like a red-green deck. We play pretty often, and I told him usually when he's in school. If he does well for a certain number of days, he gets like a thing. So while he wanted a Mohawk, 10 days in a row, you get your Mohawk. So it's been the next one is 5 days in a row because they add a Planeswalker to his deck. And we've been giving him 1 clue every time he has a good day in school. So he knows that it costs 6 mana, and his last clue was that her name is Chandra and her hair is on fire. So he deduced that it was a red card. Good job, John. And we figured we'd give him 1 extra clue.
All right.
So John, your Planeswalker's first ability deals 2 damage to a player.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Right? Oh, no.
Don't put it up on the screen.
Right?
Okay. All right. We'll make sure our directors know that.
Right.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me here in the sideboard. You guys are having a good time here for Jim, Nicole, and Jay. Thanks again. Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all week long for the action here in Baltimore.